Good day, beautiful people. Welcome back to POV Politics, your go-to source for unfiltered political news coverage. You're hanging with your host, Shay, and before we dive into today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because we're on our road to 1,000 subscribers, and your support really makes a difference. Donald Trump signed an executive order to create a specialized National Guard unit to deal with the public order issue. This follows his decision to send troops into Washington, D.C. without local consent. Officials say Chicago and other minority-led cities could be next. And here's the kicker. For years, Trump argued states should have the control of their own security. Now he's using federal troops like a personal police force. This executive order seems to run counter to the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878, which generally prohibits using the military in civil law enforcement purposes under normal circumstances. Trump's deployment of National Guard in Los Angeles earlier this year is currently being challenged in the federal courts for violating the law. And in D.C., critics note that troops weren't even sent to the highest crime areas, but to safe tourist zones, which is raising questions about the purpose. And Rep. Hakeem Jeffrey and others say that Trump has no authority to send troops into cities like Chicago. The executive order supporters say that troops can deter violent crime. Some groups claim that local government failed and feds have the duty to act and step in. Polling numbers show that tough on crime messaging is still resonating. But on the other hand, the executive order critics say that it's all optics over safety, that D.C. has no governor, leaving it uniquely vulnerable. Under D.C. Code 49-103, the president can control the D.C. National Guard. In states, governors control their guard. The only override is the Insurrection Act of 1807. In conclusion, in D.C., yes, it is legal. In the states, without consent, questionable at best, but Trump hasn't invoked this Insurrection Act yet. Okay, here's my take. This is overkill. Trump is using D.C. as a test site, pushing the line to see how far he can go, and once the ground is broken there, what stops him from trying this in other states? The MAGA base called out Democrats for government interference, but this administration is the real habituary line steppers, posing as if they are saving all of humanity, but instead causing confusion, rage, and hate. So, to my MAGA listeners, take a deep breath, look in the mirror, and ask yourself, does this hate and rage no longer serve me? Because when people give up their own right to exist for the chance to sabotage their own community, we have bigger problems. So my question is to you, should any president have this kind of power? Drop your thoughts below, and if you want more on executive overreach, check out my next breakdown on cashless bail. Remember, facts over fear, love instead of hate, and always get your facts straight. Talk to you soon.